Hello and welcome to the Angel Cooperative channel. My name is Liza Mariani and I'm here to do your monthly tarot horoscope for December 2019. This video is for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So let's get your cards shuffled up. Just a reminder, this is a general reading. And to also check out the other signs in your chart, because sometimes those readings may have extra messages that you need to hear and may resonate better than your sun sign. So let's see what we have coming in for Gemini for the month of December 2019. We have the World card, the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ten of Wands, Page of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. And your overall energy this month is the Four of Swords. All right, let's also pull some clarifiers for Gemini, see what other messages are coming through for you guys for this month. To clarify the cards that are on the table as well. And your overall energy as well as the Imeneo. And this is about destiny and also fate and, you know, things that are predestined that we're, of course, have no control over. So let's also pull a few runes to give further clarifications to the cards that are already down on the table. And this one also came out. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? With the energy of the Four of Swords, I do feel like this month you guys are kind of taking a break or taking, it's kind of like you're trying to move away from a situation that has possibly making you guys feel a little crazy, where you're just having to, I feel like disengage is the word that's coming into mind here. It's all about disengaging from some negativity, especially since, you know, we have this card here as well. I do feel like this is telling you that you need to do this in order to, it's almost like, you know, nurture your mental health, because if you continue to go on this path where you're constantly having to carry these burdens and carry these difficult situations, it's just wearing you down. It could definitely feel like you're a little overwhelmed this month, especially with the holidays, I think, because the holidays are a very stressful time of the year. December is especially because it's the end of the year and there's so many financial situations going on with you know, buying Christmas shopping or holiday shopping or, you know, going to visit relatives or travel. There's just a lot that's going on. And of course, just dealing with people that you don't normally see, and having that energy to just to have, like, keep going, because you're having to juggle a lot of different things this month. And I do feel like there is this, you know, sense of where you're wanting to create some great new beginnings, but I do feel like you're having to, you know, master something first. I do feel like this is the World card, which is all about coming to a conclusion with a situation or dealing with a situation. Because you do have this card here where she's looking off into the future. She's looking into the distance and she's trying to gain clarity by using this like telescope here. And I feel like that is kind of what you're doing. It's like, in order to move forward, you're trying to figure out, like, what is your best next approach or best next step in order to continue forward on a very positive path. And I do feel like you're you're feeling conflicted because you're having to allow situations that are ending come to an end. And sometimes when that happens, it's also a little unnerving, also a little stressful, because we also have here the harvest rune. So I do feel like with the situations that are ending, it's like you're feeling like, okay, now I can reap the benefits of everything that I worked so hard for. But, even so, I have to focus on what I need to do next. And I feel like that's also what's coming into play here, Gemini. Because I feel like this year you're just thankful that it's coming to an end. And you're also looking forward to create new things, change the way that you're doing, change your mindset, change the way that you're doing things. Possibly, I see even moving here. I see possible movement where you're looking to move to a different location. You're looking to actually change your dynamic even with people that are around you, because you also have here the Five of Pentacles. And I do feel like, Gemini, you guys are possibly going through some hardships. It could be some losses that you've had to deal with. It could even be that you're maybe financially having some difficulties. It could be unexpected difficulties that you're having. But the thing is, I do feel that you have, this is just temporary. This is not something that's going to be long term. But, of course, it's calling for you to have faith. And I do feel like with this card here, this is the spiritual woman. It's almost like you're praying for things to change, and you're praying for something to come new into your life, something new and exciting. It's like you're tired of this energy of feeling abandoned and left out, and not feeling it's almost like accepted or even feeling welcomed. So I do feel like this is a definite change, a shift for you guys. I do see that there is some possibilities of negative energy around you that you're dealing with. You also have this rune here, which signifies like revealing messages or insight, or actually kind of uncovering truths, and learning from your situations, or even learning from your own experiences, because you also have to pay attention to the details of what has happened to you within the past, say, 6 months, and how you've gotten to the point where you're at. Because I do feel like things didn't just happen overnight. Like there was a gradual downfall to the point where you're feeling like you're in this destruction mode. But the thing is that you do have everything that you need. So this is the 10 of Cups, which is you have everything that you need. Sometimes you're not exactly seeing it because you're always looking at the negative things. You're not looking at the positive or the light in the situation, or the rainbow that's still there after the storm. It's like you have to realize that sometimes, especially with tens, like things are coming to an end. But it's like you have to understand that you need to be thankful for the blessings that you do have in your life. And I do feel like that is also going to be coming into play this month, where you're going to be acknowledging the blessings that you have. And it's possibly even the people that are surrounding you, the people that are there for you, even after, things go wrong, because they don't leave your side, even in times of trouble or times when things go bad. It's like you always surround yourself with good, positive energy. We also have here, this is where I feel like there could be movement, where you're thinking of moving, you're thinking of traveling. You do have this card connected with the falsita, which is, dealing with people who have different intentions than you do. And to be, understanding that not everybody has the same mindset that you do. Because sometimes, when you have an idea in your mind that you want to go for, or you want to go after, or maybe you want to communicate it with others, it's like you don't feel like there is any sense of collaboration, or like where people are meeting you in the middle. So I do feel like you're getting a little frustrated because you want to have some change, but it's like you need to have other people on your side, or you need to maybe if it's even showing or not being honest about what your plans are just yet. Maybe you have to think these things through still, because I do feel like you are definitely like ready for a change, Gemini. And I do feel like because we have two tens here and we have the world, there's definitely endings going on here, because this is also the 10 of wands, which is like this heavy burden you've been carrying for a while, and along with the viaggio reversed. And I feel like that's also, typically signifying, travel or moving or journey. And of course it's reversed, so I do feel like maybe the timing is not right not right at this moment, but it's something that you're looking forward to doing, possibly moving away, possibly moving into another area, or even traveling to a different location. It could even be that you're maybe thinking about taking a trip or visiting somebody that's in a long distance location where you're having to travel. We do have here the 10 of Wands, so I do feel like you have been through a lot of struggles this year, and you're ready for them to come to an end, because, with the 10s, it's all about endings. And understanding that, yes, we've gone through these situations, but they're not going to remain here. There's actually going to be some new beginnings coming into play here, which of course are not happening this month. I don't feel there's any new beginnings, but I do feel like there is a lot of conversation. There is a lot of contemplating and a lot of thinking about what it is that you want, especially with the Page of Wands. This is communication. This is also, thinking about or planning, collaborating, thinking about brainstorming, even receiving messages about new, exciting opportunities that could be coming into play. We also have here, this is the Gran Consolazione, which is where you're dreaming and wishing for things to come into play, possibly dreaming of more money, dreaming of financial stability, or of a new love relationship. This could mean, even getting into a higher commitment with the person that you're with. I do feel like this is telling you that you're moving. Things are going to be shifting and changing. But of course, I don't feel like it's happening right now. I do feel like this is more in your thought process and where you're feeling like you want to go. Maybe you're discussing it with others. You might not be sharing it with everyone. I feel like you might be even thinking about it could even be about changing career paths for some of you, because I do feel like there is this sense of the two of swords here, where you're having to make a decision based on your blind faith, like using your intuition to help you make these decisions, because the Superbia is here with it. And the Superbia is about how you are presenting yourself to others. And also, showing off your best assets, showing off your talents. I do feel like this is where you're also making decisions on which way to go. Of course, twos are always like that. It's like when you come to the fork in the road and you have to make a choice if you go left or right. But, of course, she's here with this blindfold on. So she's thinking about, what is it? I can't see the options in front of me. I'm not sure, and I can't make a choice. So it's kind of like you have to do it making a blind, like through blind faith, or having like to trust your gut on the situations that are coming forward into the future. And I feel like this is coming towards the end of the month. It could even be that you're presented with something where you're going to have to really think about it and have to make a decision. I don't feel like you're going to be forced to make a decision right now, but this is something that you're definitely going to be contemplating this month in December. And we also have the gateway rune. So yes, that's definitely marking the fact that you're moving on to a different chapter in your life. Of course, this ending has happened, but you're not ready for this new beginning yet. But this Two of Swords here is that gateway, because it's letting you know that this is where the changes are going to come into play. It's based on your decision, and I really believe it's based on your own free will. And where you see yourself going, and if you want to be happy in a new relationship or in a new career path or moving somewhere far away. This is all about major changes, major life changes. It could, whichever way it's resonating with you, Gemini, I do feel like it's going to be an important decision. And it's going to be something that you're possibly not even going to be making this month, but it's going to be something that you're contemplating and thinking about, because you also have so much to still to work on within yourself. Because we have here the Seven of Wands, which is also kind of standing your ground, defending yourself, and also having to figure out what it is that you need to do to make things right for yourself. It's kind of having more of a defensive stance here. As you can see, the guy here holding up the wand, and he's protecting himself from, getting these wands to hit him. He's walking forward, with care and caution. And it's not, a situation that is easy to get through. But the thing is, I do feel like you have it under control. It's just that you have to tread carefully. It's like you have to figure out how to maneuver yourself through the situation, because it's not something that is easy to do. And I feel like whatever it is that you're focusing on changing right now in your life path, it has a lot to do with, where you see yourself, because we have the stanza here, and this could even be, I do feel like this is, where you are every day. It could be work, career. For a lot of you, this is career. This could be home situation, like where you're living, where, you're going to, possibly for some of you where you're going to school, changing those options up. This, of course, can take on many different meanings for each of you, but I do feel like this change, or this whole stance of standing up for yourself and defending yourself, is all part of the process. It's because you're actually getting yourself out there and finally, you could be also finally speaking up for yourself, defending your, what it is that you feel is right for you, instead of allowing others to let you know that, this is what they think that you should do. It's almost like you're standing up for yourself, saying, no, this is what I need to do for myself. And that's why I feel like you're definitely disengaging yourself from others, because there are people who are pushing their opinions and pushing what they think is right for you onto you. And it feels like a little heavy for you. So that's where you need to disengage, because you need to focus and think, and really calm your mind and think about what it is that is right for you at this moment, and where do you see yourself, say in a year from now. I'm not even talking next month. I'm talking into the future. Where do you see yourself happy? Where are you focusing your energy? And because we also have, this rune is all about delays and restriction. And it's also letting you know that with focus, and also with, I feel like it's having a lot of patience in the process. It's like, of course, this, nothing is going to work out in a quick and easy manner. I feel like this is a process that you have to go through, because you can't just pull yourself away and change overnight. It's like there is a lot of things that have to be planned. You have to look into where you're going and research, and but the thing is, the thought process is in your mind at this point, and you're thinking about these major changes that are coming into play. And I think, of course, because it's the end of the year, you're focusing on that a little bit more, because you're really wanting to think about what it is that you want to bring into 2020 for yourselves. And where do you see yourself happier in this year? When you see yourself a year from now, what do you want to have in your life? Who do you want in your life? What do you want to have? Where do you see yourself living? Where do you see yourself working? What are the things that you see for yourself that are going to bring you the most peace and happiness? Because of course, overall, that's what we want for ourselves. And I feel like this is the important process of kind of figuring that out for you guys. And let me also pull a couple more cards. I'm going to pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle to see what other clarifications we have for Gemini for December. Well, we have exchanging gifts. Of course, this is the holiday season. You're definitely going to be, seeing people and exchanging gifts with them. I do feel like it's going to be a very joyous time. But of course, there is this sense of, where you're still contemplating a lot of things. It could even be that you're exchanging your knowledge with others. Maybe even people are going to be helping you through this situation with maybe even good advice about where it is that you need to go, or just giving you extra information that you might need. But I do feel like exchanging gifts is also about, surrounding yourself with those that you love and exchanging the gifts of being together, and being thankful for them as well, because that's the way you show them that, you care about them and that you appreciate them in your life, and of course that you are blessed to have them in your life. Let's also pull an archetype card for Gemini. What message do we have for Gemini for this month? When I love this card, this is the Avenger. And the Avenger is, it's like the superhero, the one that wants to make things right, and always looking to make things fair, and also, not having to deal with being taken advantage of. Like, even when you see it happening to others, it's like you're defending your right. It's definitely very much the same energy as this card here, which is all about, standing up for yourself, or even defending other people as well. And I do feel like you could even be doing that this month. It's an energy of where you're finally, standing your ground, where you're standing up for yourself using your voice, but also letting people know that they can't take advantage of you anymore. I feel like you're focusing more on your personal energy and your personal space, and where it is that you want to see yourself, instead of allowing others to take advantage of you, or even to have things, that are unjustified happen. It's like you want to help others as well, and on top of helping yourself. It's kind of like a way of giving back, especially when you see others struggling through situations that you've also been through, that you've struggled with. I'm also going to pull a crystal to see what message we have as well, and what healing energies does Gemini need to work with this month, for the month of December 2019. And we have sodalite. I love this stone. It's so pretty. It's blue. And this stone is really good about strengthening your throat chakra and also your third eye. This is a really good stone to help you, especially dealing with worry and anxiety, but also, getting yourself to open up and speak your truth as well. And I do feel like this month, this is going to be a good stone for you. If you have any sodalite, sometimes you see it in jewelry. It's a beautiful stone. It has blues and grays and whites going through it. But it's a very good healing stone for you, especially as you're trying to speak your own truth and trying to stand up for yourself. And this is a really good stone to help you with that, and also to give you that confidence when you need to you need to speak your own truth to others. So I do feel like that is a beautiful stone for you guys this month, also to focus your energy and where to put it. All right, so Gemini, I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season and have a wonderful December, and definitely like and comment below how this resonates with you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit the little notification bell so you get notified for when my new videos are being posted. And also, don't forget to share with those that you know could benefit from these videos as well. All right, have a great month, and I'll see you again in January. Take care, guys. Love ya. Bye.